There is too much friction in Web3 for newcomers. Here's how we fix it. The promise of a seamless digital economy is being sabotaged by a simple, recurring nightmare: network switching, says ZetaChain core contributor Jonathan Covey. Picture someone's first day in crypto. They heard the promises about owning their own money, accessing global markets, and participating in the new economy. They download a wallet, buy some ETH, and find an interesting app. Then it happens. Please switch to the base network. What? They Google frantically, watch a YouTube tutorial, and maybe they figure it out, maybe they don't. Most just leave, with a study finding 80% of crypto users quit blockchains within 90 days. The greatest innovation of the last decade, the proliferation of powerful blockchains, has inadvertently created Web3's greatest weakness. A user experience so fragmented and clumsy that it pushes away all but the most determined users. And the most glaring symptom of this failure? The humble network switch, a feature that has become a symbol of everything holding us back. When I was at Consensus a decade ago, the mission was simple: onboard the world to Ethereum through MetaMask. Back then, there was one chain available to MetaMask users. Users could just focus on the applications, the possibilities, the revolution we were building. MetaMask succeeded spectacularly as that gateway with millions of users and billions in volume. But watching its evolution revealed our industry's fundamental problem. The network's drop-down that appeared as other chains launched wasn't a feature. It was an admission of failure. We'd prioritized technical expansion over user comprehension. The brutal truth is that if users have to think about chains, we've already lost. Want to use Ethereum assets on a Solana app today? Buckle up. First, find a bridge. Good luck picking the secure, compatible, low-fee option. Connect your wallet. Approve tokens. Pay gas. Wait for confirmations. Switch networks in your wallet. Connect again. Hope nothing went wrong. Check 3 different block explorers to track your assets. It's madness. We're living in the digital equivalent of the pre-internet dark ages, when you needed to know if a service was on AOL or CompuServe and manually dial into different networks. The internet didn't win because it had better technology. It won when that complexity disappeared. Every network switch prompt costs us users, through the gas fees and how it wastes time. Every confused transaction kills adoption. Every wrong network error message pushes mainstream acceptance further away. We're not losing to traditional finance because they're better. We're losing because they're simpler. Wallets get blamed, but they're just showing the mess underneath. The real disaster lives at the foundation. A founder recently told me their breaking point. We launched on Ethereum and saw real traction. Users loved it. Then we tried expanding to Solana and Sway to reach more people. Suddenly, we're learning entirely new programming languages, duct taping chains together with sketchy bridges, maintaining 3 separate codebases. 6 months later, we gave up on the expansion. The complexity was killing us. This story repeats everywhere. Teams spend more time managing infrastructure than building products. Liquidity fragments across chains. Users get confused about which version to use. Innovation suffocates under operational overhead. We're forcing users to be their own travel agents in a world of incompatible airlines. Need to go from Ethereum to Solana to Arbitrum? Figure out the connections yourself. Book each leg separately. Hope your assets arrive. What we desperately need is Expedia for blockchains. Something that handles the entire journey invisibly while users focus on their destination. The solution demands more than better wallet interfaces or smoother bridges. We need chain abstraction. We need the ability for applications to interact with any chain natively, making the underlying blockchain invisible to users. This technology exists today. Several teams are building it. Account abstraction solutions like ZeroDev improve the wallet user experience, and cross-chain messaging solutions like Chainlink CCIP help move data from chain A to chain B. Blockchains like ZetaChain, where I'm a core contributor, approach it differently. From day one, they enable apps that span all major chains, including the Bitcoin network, which normally isn't supported by cross-chain smart contract platforms. Imagine a universal layer that securely connects to all chains, where a single smart contract manages assets like stablecoins and logic everywhere simultaneously. Users see a simple one-click action like swap native BTC for ETH, deposit stablecoins on Ethereum into a yield app on Solana, or accept payment in any token on any chain. The protocol handles all the complex cross-chain execution automatically. No pop-ups, no switching, no anxiety about being on the right network. The infrastructure works. What's missing is admitting that our current approach has failed and committing to implementing something radically simpler. The crypto industry stands at a crossroads. We can keep building for ourselves, adding more chains, more bridges, more complexity, and remain a niche corner of finance. Or we can finally put users first. Remember why we started this movement: to create a better financial system, to give people control, to eliminate intermediaries. None of that matters if regular people can't use what we build. The network switch needs to become a museum piece, a relic from when we were too focused on technology to see the humans trying to use it. Every major breakthrough in computing came when complexity was hidden. From command lines to GUIs, from manual IP addresses to domain names, from desktop software to cloud services. Our moment has arrived. The technology to make blockchains invisible is here, proven, and ready. The question isn't whether we can fix Web3's user experience. The question is whether we have the courage to admit we broke it in the first place.